If you want to get the best or the worst out of a human being, put the person's existence in danger. I tell people that you will not find the fastest man in the world at the Olympics, with due respect to Usain Bolt. If you want to find the fastest man in the world, by some miraculous happenstance, be there when a man comes face to face with a lion in the bush. If you have the ability to measure the distance and you have your timer, you will find the fastest man in the world. Several years ago, in my former pastorate, one of our leaders, it was just after service on a Sunday, and he was going home, and it happened to drive through this narrow lane here in Lagos, and there was traffic there. There was a standstill, and all of a sudden, armed robbers struck. And, one of them held his gun, was hitting people's windows, and was walking straight back to the back of the line. And so this brother of ours, looked to the front, looked to the back, and instinctively opened the door and bolted away. He ran. There was an alley, there was a road, that branched off that road. He ran into that road and discovered it was a close. So there was no point going back. The only place to go was forward. That was the only way to go. He scaled that fence. He jumped over the fence, ran away. When the robbers were done and had gone, people were gathering together asking, who was driving that car? Where was the man in that car? And so on. And the man showed up. That was when he now walked back to that close when he saw the fence that he jumped over. Under normal circumstances, he could never have jumped over that fence. But the circumstances were not normal. I'm talking about the fact that when people's lives are threatened, their very existence is threatened, people do desperate things. Okay, this desperation is showing. This struggle, fight for survival, and erosion of values, loss of self-esteem and the sense of shame is showing. It's showing in the family. Showing the family where the foundation blocks should be laid for a person's moral development. Now we have parents who would pay invigilators so their children can get answers while writing examinations. We have parents who would pay people who claim to have found the questions before the exam. Okay? So, the moral foundation of the society, which is found in the family, is being destroyed. It's showing in our political system or political structures. It's the struggle for survival that is largely driving our political system today. The people who want the votes know that a hungry man is easy to manipulate. He needs food. Give him what he wants so you can get what you want. So they pack cash, loads of cash into their boots and go from village to village. 100,000, 500,000 cash, sir. And some bags of foodstuff. And then the situation that we have, the transaction that we have there is like that between Esau and Jacob. Esau is hungry, he's not eating. Jacob has the food. Esau says, give me food to eat. Jacob says, you don't get something for nothing. It's a transaction. Give me what? your birthright. See? The problem with people at that survival level who have not eaten is that because their material needs are not met, they have no value for intangible resources. As you would observe, the first two levels are material, like I said. From level 3 up, you deal with intangibles, intangible resources. And intangible resources are more powerful than the tangible ones. If you're a Christian and you read your Bible, you will know the invisible world created the visible one. Real wealth is more than riches. It's more than material acquisition. So the problem here is when somebody's material needs are not met, the person begins to trade away his or her intangible wealth. Jacob says, give me your birthright. Esau says, what is birthright when I'm hungry and about to die? Birthright is not material. Have you seen birthright before? Birthright is just the right to collect the father's blessings when the father will die sometime in the future. So in Nigeria, take a bag of rice. Give me the next 4 years of your life. That's the transaction we'll be making because of poverty. It's controlling our politics, influencing our economy and our economic structures. Because people have to find a way to survive. Nigerians are inventing means of making money. Drug traffickers are being arrested almost every day at our airports. The advanced fee fraud, 419, exploded because a whole generation didn't have opportunities in this country. They ran into cyber cafes and found a way of making money. Survival. Not making money to add value to the society or operate at level 5 significance. No, survive. Some of them felt justified because that was what they used to pay rent for their parents. To pay school fees for their younger ones, even pay for relations who were about to die in the hospital and they couldn't afford to pay anything for them. So they felt justified. And now today, it's kidnapping. The latest invention. Kidnapping. What's fueling it? There's insecurity, there's insecurity. Excuse me. Which insecurity are you talking about? The number one insecurity is that without somebody killing somebody, hunger is about to kill people. It's not, that's the first insecurity.
Make yours a world of possibilities. Come to Daystar Christian Center this Sunday at Plot A3C Ikosi Road, Oregun, Lagos, Nigeria. Join any of our 4 services at 7 a.m., 8:45 a.m., 10:30 a.m., and 12:15 p.m. and experience possibilities without limits. Daystar, raising role models.